Yeah, definitely. I think I had to make the adjustment quickly from white ball cricket with the Dolphins. But yeah, happy to be a part of the Pro squad again. Looking forward to the red ball stuff. It's always a format that I really enjoy. And looking forward to the 2 tests that are coming up. You understand what the team dynamics are, and for certain teams how you're going to go about their business. It is a bit frustrating wanting to be left out when you feel you're on top of your game, but that's the way cricket goes. I think as a professional sportsman, you've got to expect things like that. I'm just happy to be a part of such an amazing environment and to be winning series and be a part of a team that's winning the series, and just hoping that my chances will come and hopefully I can grab those opportunities. Yeah, I think after the Pakistan series, Otis and I sat down with Doc Musaji, and we sort of plotted a way forward as to how many games I'm going to need to be prepared. And fortunately enough that I did get a long spell under my belt, which is important for a spinner. I've been working really hard in the nets and at practice, so I think I'm hopefully ready for the test match. I think it's pretty much the same. Whichever team comes here, we want to try to dominate them. Obviously, Sri Lanka were really dominant against us in Sri Lanka. Now they're in our conditions, and hopefully we can put in a dominant display for the 2 test matches ahead. I think our mindset's still the same in terms of how we're going to approach our cricket and how we're going to go about it, and hopefully that pays off. Yeah, definitely. I think playing in Australia and playing in South Africa is a little bit different. We generally don't look at how things went according to overseas. We look at what we've got to focus on at hand. For me, honestly, I haven't watched much of the Sri Lanka-Australia series, so I can't really comment on that. But I think we just worried and focusing about the things that we have to do at hand and making sure that we're doing the basics well when Sri Lanka do take the field. Yeah, obviously, I think every series you play, you want to try be dominant and whitewash, for want of a better word. But I just think, like we said, we're going to take it one ball at a time, each game at a time. It's obviously nice coming off a high against Pakistan. I think our test side has been really dominant this summer after the Sri Lanka tour. We've won one series on the bounce. And I think that's the way we want to portray our cricket. And also, playing here, this should be our fortress. When people come here, they should be obviously on the back foot, and when they do take the field, but taking nothing for granted on whoever the opponents are. No, not at all. I think a batsman on a given day can obviously come on top of you. My thing is that obviously I've seen some of their batsmen played against them, but I just want to put the ball in the right areas for consistent periods of time, and hopefully that's enough to sort of aid success in the series for me. I think every cricketer wants to play cricket, and when he's left out, he's going to be a bit disappointed. But you understand what the team has, and at the end of the day, we are trying to achieve something as a team. So whether it's me being left out or fast bowler being left out, you've got to respect the decisions made by the selection panel, and it paid off against Pakistan, so they got it right. It was different conditions to what we faced with in South Africa, but I think wherever you go, the ball has to be in the right area with energy behind the ball. I think if you can do that, it stops the batsman from scoring, and if there is assistance of the pitch, it makes it a little bit more easier for you. But I think Sri Lankan players and the subcontinent players are aggressive players of spin, and we saw that when we went abroad. They played really well. I mean, it's conditions that's not new to them. So yeah, like I said, I want to put the ball in the right areas, and if God's on my side, then success awaits. To be honest, it's my second test at Kingsmead. Obviously, Australia, Mitchell Starc was exceptional with that reverse swing ball that day, and he really gave you a display of proper reverse swing bowling. I think our mindset has changed. Like I said, wherever we play, we want to be dominant. Yes, Sri Lanka did come here. I think Rangana Hira took 10, if I'm not mistaken, the last time they won here. But things do change. It's been a long period of time since we beat Australia over here in South Africa. So the mindset has changed, and I think with this test side, we're a different test unit from what we were in previous occasions playing at Kingsmead. So I'm definitely hopeful and confident that we can come over the line and change that sort of mindset that's from the public and from, if there is any, from the players. I think at Kingsmead it's not your swing and fast bowling wickets anymore for what we used to about 15-20 years ago. Obviously the wicket would wear and tear has slowed down significantly, I would say. I think it's just a patience game at Kingsmead now. It's a little bit slower than expected, but also with the sun about, it might bake the wicket and harden up and maybe get a little bit quicker than what we used to. But for me, I think patience is the key here at Kingsmead.